in the history of the UFC in terms of the fight-ending power of this man. He emerged from some very challenging formative years in Cameroon to become the best heavyweight in the world. And Daniel, he handles a lot of his own game planning. He's talked a lot about movement, creating angles, but there's no doubt when he touches you, oftentimes you end up twitching on the canvas.
It's kind of crazy, right? Because we just said we've never seen anyone like Cyril Gane. We've never seen this. In a world where we've seen guys like Anthony Johnson and so many, Chuck Liddell, so many big punchers, we've never seen a guy that when he touches you, it's almost like you've been shocked by electric. You start shaking in place. I mean, the visual of Alistair Overeem on his back is literally one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. This guy hits so hard, and his power allows for him at times to make mistakes. Because him knocking out Jairzinho Rozenstruik was not technically sound. But when he goes downhill, there is no sight scarier than Francis Ngannou. Dude, he's a special talent. And when people see him, they know that they're viewing something special. Because you don't just walk down the street and see a Francis Ngannou. These guys are safe in places like this. It's like Brock Lesnar. Yeah. He's in the main event all the time because they are main event guys and they just inspire and they're different. And that's why we all come here for this.
I think having Kamaru Usman in his corner was huge for him in the Stipe Miocic fight. And I think it helps him here, too. The support of a man who's not just a friend, but is also one of the best pound-for-pound, if not the best pound-for-pound fighter alive, and also a current champion. Also, Dewey Cooper, the man who trains in kickboxing, and Eric Nixick, all this stuff that's worked together to create this new version of Francis. I don't think Cyril Gane is trained with that version.
I mean, Francis wearing 2 knee pads right now.
Yeah.
And if you've heard the stories, right?
Some rumblings, potentially, that he's dealing with a knee issue. We have never seen him wear knee pads in the UFC before. They are allowed by the California State Athletic Commission, evidently.
Yeah, very interesting, right? Like, what is that about? Is it because he's going to try to take Cyril Gane down? Is it because he is having so many problems with his knees, they thought compression bands would help?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a good sign.
Well, we have to read into everything, right? You read into everything. And when you see something different, you got to wonder why the difference. But I mean, this dude's a beast, man. Look at how big he is.
He's enormous.
He is enormous. I mean, this fight gives you chicken skin.
Yeah.